Autocracy is contagious. It's one of those things that stop me in my tracks.
You see what I mean? Autocracy is stopped me in my tracks. I mean, I could really, she was moving in some way. I mean, like there's signs of life there. There's signs of life in that woman. Like, autocracy, oh, I can't stand it. But you know what? She's the reason, and all these women that are on MSNBC, The View, they're the reason, and CNN, these women, and most of the women, not all, but most of them in politics is why I wouldn't want to see a woman president. I know I get so much hate from women. No, I really, it's why I would be more terrified of a woman president, because of what our society highlights as being what an honest, strong woman looks like. I mean, they put people like E. Jean Carroll, Nicole Wallace on the news. So let me tell you a little bit, because that's who that is. The woman that, barely has signs of life most of the time. Yeah, and she's just like, yeah, I'm saying that because of this picture. I know I'm being mean, but they deserve it. They do. So it must be that MSNBC is the place to go to for former Republicans. But let's be clear, because that's where that Joe Jokester morning show is. But Joe, just like Joe Scarborough, it was never a Republican. Neither was she. Nicole Wallace was in Bush Cheney's administration. As communications director, yeah, so probably why there was, rarely signs of life in that administration. Yeah. She was in Jeb Bush's when he was governor of Florida in his administration as communications. She was at one point part of the Republican committee in California, and then she was a campaign coordinator for John McCain and Sarah Palin. So Sarah Palin was the only thing good about John McCain's campaign, but she didn't really like Sarah Palin, but she probably wouldn't, because it's not like Nicole Wallace is an honest person. None of those women on the View, on MSNBC, on CNN are. They're that's the reason I wouldn't want to see a woman in president. So what Nicole Wallace, her dream, because she went on. Because after screwing the Republicans over, that's really what they do, because then they can say, well, I was a former Republican, and the party just doesn't stand for my values. Well, it never would, bitch, okay? Because you never were a Republican. You were always in your far left communist ideology, no matter how much you want to lie to the public every day and put on your monotone voice and barely, looks like you're alive half the time. No matter how much people want to believe your bullshit, no matter how many awards your ass is given, okay, you are why I would not want to see a woman in the White House, because what they are, like the woman that's on The View that screwed the Trump administration over, Nicole Wallace, and it's not like Bush was a good president, but the people that pick the president's cabinets is never the president. It's other people, because there's too many. So people pick these certain women to go in and then screw it over, and then go. Their whole goal is not to be honored to be in a presidential administration. No, their goal is to put their their face all over the MSNBC or CNN or The View, which, by the way, Nicole Wallace was on The View at one time, yeah, as a host. So she's the same type person that Alyssa Farah Griffin is, the one that's currently on The View that was in the Trump administration. These people show no loyalty. Like, if you can't at least show a level of loyalty that you're in a very high position, I mean, just to be in the administration of any, like, that's a pretty big deal. You'd think that you would be respectful of it. They're not respectful women, but I wouldn't expect them to, because they place E. Jean Carroll, a woman that literally said on CNN that, like, when everybody wants to run around, those bitches on The View that lie, MSNBC, CNN that lie and say Trump's a rapist. No, E. Jean Carroll herself on their damn news channel, or well, CNN's, said it wasn't a physical thing. Okay, so nobody raped you, bitch. But that's who our society highlights, is women like that. That's why I would only want to see a woman as president if our society actually held up truly what honest, strong women look like. The E. Jean Carroll is a whack job, okay? Nicole Wallace is a whack job. She just looks put together. She just looks like a put together dead person half the time. She just is bleh. But even if they at least show more signs of life than her, they're all the same. They're people that really went into an administration, and instead of showing some gratitude, some loyalty, their plan was always to go on, write books. This bitch wrote 2 books, and one was all about an entire administration being just women. Yeah. Like, that's more scary. That's more scary to me than any male being the president, really. That's like a whole White House full of Hillary Clintons, because that's who they are. They're just younger versions of Nancy Pelosi and Hillary Clinton. And who is Hillary Clinton? She's a beast, monster bitch who's only strong, and I don't even call it strong. She's a weak individual who has spent her entire life lying. And what really I can't stand about these women is, so one of the things with Nicole Wallace, she's been married twice, and once to a lawyer, and then her current husband, I forget, is Michael, because her name Wallace comes from her first marriage. Now her last name, I forget, is it Schmidt, or I don't remember, it doesn't matter. But whoever her current husband is, he like uncovered something with Harvey Weinstein that led to the Me Too movement. So when you read about that, you think that, oh, what an outstanding couple these two are. No, they're dirtbags. They are, okay? Because, yeah, the Me Too movement came up, and you knew how designed that was, okay? Because they didn't give any platform for the 3 women that Bill Clinton raped. So that's why I can't stand these women. Like, they get on The View and they've somehow convinced the public, I don't think anymore, but for a long time have convinced the public that they're an example of what strong, independent, good women look like. No, that is what you don't want to be. If there's anything good that can come out of these women on MSNBC, the hosts, or CNN or The View, it's that these are examples of what you don't want to become unless you want to be a low character woman, because that's what they are. Literally, Alyssa Farah Griffin, who was in Trump's administration, her own parents, I don't know if they still don't talk to her, but they weren't talking to her for a while after what she did to the Trump administration. Yeah, I mean, because that's what they do. They could care less about the position they have. All they're seeing is, I want my face splattered all over TV every day because I'm just so gorgeous and people want to hear from me and see how beautiful I am. Yeah, but they're not beautiful. They're very ugly people inside, which makes them ugly outside, you know. Sorry, it's just that's why she's the way she talks, Nicole. It's like what I know. I'm being mean. They deserve it, though. They do. Sometimes people deserve it. And these women are gone. They go on and they give these women awards. Like her husband was given a Pulitzer Prize. These awards mean nothing because they always give it to the losers. They do. That's why these lawyers that get these awards, they're always tied to all this corruption. But if they were really strong, if Nicole Wallace or any woman on The View was truly a strong woman, an honest woman, an example of quality character woman, then they would have been highlighting the rapes that Bill Clinton did. But the media has never wanted to do that because, again, they serve the Democrat Party. So what it shows is all those women are sellouts. They're no different than Hollywood. That's why I wouldn't want to see, I mean, because men can be bad, but women, and when women want to be bad, they can be just outright fucking the most deceptive pieces of crap. Way worse than men. I mean, men can be bad, don't get me wrong. Some are really, really bad, but cunning and deceptive and out for themselves, selfish women like what is highlighted in our society today, yeah, no, those aren't strong women. So as long as those people are highlighted, yeah, that's what they would put in the White House. Can you just imagine what a disaster that would be?